Hey guys, so I first wanted to say welcome to all of the new subscribers that are finding my channel. It's so nice to meet so many people from all over the world. Welcome to the community. I hope you enjoy the recipes. And one of the things that you may not know, or you may know, is that my husband is French. And one of the things that we do here at this house a lot is try to recreate his favorite childhood dishes. And we could not be complete on this channel without tackling the Croque Monsieur. It's one of his favorites. If you're unfamiliar with this recipe, it's kind of like a grilled cheese sandwich, except for the melted cheese is on the outside of the sandwich, and inside is a rich and delicious bechamel sauce with some salty ham. And it does have its female counterpart, known as the Croque Madame. So I'm going to show you how to make both. The only difference with the Croque Madame is that it has a fried egg on top. Let me show you how to put it together. The first step with these sandwiches is you have to create your bechamel sauce, which is really simple to do. So in a large saute pan where you're going to melt 2 tablespoons of butter, and once that's nice and melted, you can then add in 1 tablespoon of flour. And you want to whisk that up until it's all combined. And then you're slowly going to add in 3/4 cup of whole milk. And you can whisk that up. And then you want to set your flame on medium-high just until it starts to simmer. And then as it simmers, you'll see it'll start to thicken. And once it gets to the desired thickness, you can turn off the flame. It will continue to thicken up as it sits there, to be honest, and that's okay. The thicker the better, really, for these sandwiches. Then we want to flavor it with a little salt and pepper to taste. And then at this stage, I like to add either a little pinch of ground white pepper or a pinch of nutmeg. Either one is great. I wouldn't do both, though. I would pick either or. And then you can set that aside. Then we are going to toast some bread. Now, traditionally, these sandwiches are made with just plain white sandwich bread, and you certainly could go that route. I like to make mine a little bit more gourmet and use kind of a more rustic sandwich bread, something that's like whole wheat or has a little bit more weight to it. So really, the type of bread is up to you. And then you want to toast the bread on each side. I just pop it in my oven under the broiler. And then you're going to add about a tablespoon of the bechamel sauce on either side of the bread. And then you're going to add 2 slices of deli ham, fold your sandwich, and place it on a cookie sheet. And on top of that, you want to add about 1/2 cup of grated gruyere cheese. And then under the broiler it goes. You do want to keep an eye on it. And you can pull it out once that cheese is really melted and starting to kind of turn golden brown. And then at this stage, I know this is not very French, but I do like to add about a tablespoon of freshly minced parsley on mine, just because I think it's a nice counterpoint to all the richness, to have a little bit of freshness. Okay, and then for the fried egg, here's what you're gonna do. You wanna start with a small saute pan, something that's non-stick preferably. You're gonna add a little bit of butter, and then once it's nice and melted, you're gonna crack in your egg. I find it's a lot easier to crack the egg right into the pan, although some people like to put it in a little bowl and plop that in, really whatever you're most comfortable with. And then as it starts to cook, this is what my husband does, and I do think it's pretty genius. I've never seen this tip, so tell me if you guys do this as well, but he'll take a fork and he'll start to kind of like cut into the whites that aren't cooking as fast as the edges. And what that will do is sort of reposition that yolk so that it's right in the center, and give you a more balanced egg so that you don't have thickness in whites on one side and then thinness on the other. And you just kind of keep doing that until everything is nice and opaque. And then comes the frying part. So I have always taken an egg too soon. And my husband says, no, you have to let it really fry. So, okay. So I let it really fry, and then those edges get nice and kind of buttery and crispy on the edges. And then the finishing touch is just to add a little bit of freshly cracked pepper inside that yolk. And then you can slide your egg gently on top of your sandwich, and that will give you a Croque Madame. And then the other one will be your Croque Monsieur. There you have it, Mr. and Mrs. Croque. And then I like to serve mine with 2 different types of mustard. So I like to do some Dijon mustard and then some whole grain mustard. I think the combination of both is really nice. And then my husband really likes the Dijon mustard, but then he'll also have some little Cornichons on the side as well, which are these really sour pickles that he loves. So I make sure I give him a few of those. And because these sandwiches are pretty rich between the cheese and the bechamel sauce, I do like to serve these with a nice tossed salad. And I'll leave you my recipe for the vinaigrette down below. And I have to draw attention to my new beautiful bowl that I just received from Housekeeper Crockery. This is a wonderful woman who is reproducing beautiful handmade pottery and copperware, all American made. and I told her I'd give her a shout out. So head on over to her website and check out what she's doing. Follow her on Instagram. She has some beautiful pieces. I'll leave you a link in the description. And then when you cut into these sandwiches, and I would recommend a sharp knife, as it's quite a situation you have here, between the crispy bread and the cheese and that bechamel sauce and the ham, it is so satisfying and comforting. So there you have it, a delicious weeknight meal, especially if you want to channel the brasseries of France. I hope you guys give this one a try and let me know what you think. Subscribe for more quick and easy recipes, and I will see you back here next week with another one. Until then, bye.